I found myself wanting to get to know the composers as people, not just names in a textbook. I thought surely the circumstances and... I started studying music history in my early teens, and every once in a while I would get a little snippet of information that led me to believe that there was a whole lot of interesting history underneath the surface that went way beyond the normal facts and dates that most teachers have their students remember. So I decided to dig a little deeper, and doing so turned out to be one of the most influential things that has ever happened to my career. I wanted to know what people thought of them when they were alive, what it would have been like to have a rehearsal with them, what it would have been like to have dinner with them. I wanted to know their faults, everything that I could find. And once I started looking, the amount of fascinating information out there blew me away. We're so interested today in the lives of pop stars, Justin Bieber, the Beatles, and many of these composers led lives that had so much in common with these people. When I'd tell people what I had learned, they were so interested. I would tell them about how Mozart was dying as he wrote the Requiem Mass, about Liszt's love affairs, and soon I developed this desire to incorporate this type of information into my own concerts. The lives these men led had such an impact on the music they wrote. So one day during my time at Yale, I was practicing in this old musty practice room, and this idea came to me to show audiences film segments right before listening to each composition. The idea is that the audience is immersed in the life and times of each composer before listening to a composition. People knew the composers as people back then, and I wanted to bring some of that personal touch back. But what really inspired me was knowing that concerts during the lives of many composers were such a different experience than they are now. And knowing that gave me a feeling of freedom to do something new. People would walk around, eat, drink, and cheer in the middle of pieces. I wanted to take just a little bit of that interactive, social, human side and incorporate that into my concerts. That's really the whole goal of the men behind the music.